Hey guys, it's been a while since I've done a vlog. Today is going to be another vlog episode and I hope you guys enjoy it. You guys will be joining me in a cooking episode with making Italian meatballs and Italian pasta salad. And this is actually a traditional thing, I guess, for the Italians. They make it, so I'm going to show you how we actually do it. So stay tuned. Okay guys, we're going to first start off with the water. Everybody makes the same mistake as I did, and I learned this the easy way. Turn your water on, make sure you got hot water running out of that tap before you actually fill up one of these. So, and the reason why, it takes less time for boiling. So we're going to fill up the thing and we'll be right back. Okay, we got the pot on the stove. We turn on the element to the highest setting, okay? And what I usually do is I take approximately that much salt, so I call it like a punch of salt, and put it into your pasta water. It makes the water and the pasta taste a lot better when you do this kind of stuff. And I also been told some of the Italians, old school Italians, put a little bit of virgin olive oil or olive oil, doesn't matter what you use, into the water, just like so. And people say, well, why is that you're putting that into the water? So the pasta doesn't stick to the bottom of the pot. And that's a secret that the Italians use. Cover it up, guys, and wait till it boils. We'll be back right after the boiling point. Hey guys, while the water is deciding to boil, I'm going to show you guys the dry ingredients that I add to my pasta salad. So I add a little bit of vegeta instead of using salt, a little bit of black pepper, and parsley flakes. And then I'm going to show you exactly what I put it in for vegetables into the pasta salad. Okay guys, these are the vegetables that we're going to use for the pasta salad and the Italian style meatballs, okay? So a full clove of garlic is going to go into both dishes, okay? Half a red onion into the salad, okay? Then you have bell peppers, okay? You have two kinds of bell peppers, red and orange. These are bell peppers as well, but they're little mini sweets. So I'll be putting them in there. I'll save one of these bell peppers for my sauce. I'm not deciding which one yet, but we'll figure it out. And these little mini tomatoes for the salad, okay? So wait and see, and I'll get this all chopped up and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay guys, there you go. The garlic is chopped up. You don't want to chop it up too finely. Just chop it up the way it is, the way it looks right now, okay? And then you put it into, I'll show you what you're doing next. So take the pile that you had, divide it in half. This half will be for your salad dressing, and this half will be for your tomato sauce, okay guys? So what I'm going to be using is a 4-cup measuring cup. I'm going to put this into the measuring cup and I'll show you what next goes in. So these are the ingredients that go into the salad dressing. So you use black ground pepper. I use vegeta. Some people use salt, but I use the vegeta because it's got all dehydrated vegetables in there. Some parsley flakes, okay? Some extra virgin olive oil. And believe it or not, I use the sun-dried tomato Kraft salad dressing instead of using vinegar. It makes it just taste that so much better. Those sun-dried tomatoes just brings the flavor out. So I'll show you when I put this into the dish and into the measuring cup and how it works. Okay guys, first ingredients that I'm going to put into the garlic in the measuring cup is some parsley flakes. Just give it a little bit of a shake. You don't have to go too crazy with it. It's just to have some of that nice greenery in your salad dressing. Then I put in the black pepper, okay, to give that little bit of a bite. So I give her a shake in there. Don't go too nuts. You don't want it too spicy. You just want it enough. And the next ingredient I would put in is the vegeta. Vegeta's got like salt and dehydrated vegetables into it. So I put in a bit of a dose in there, not too crazy, all right? And the final two of the liquid dressings, I'm gonna put in the olive oil. Mix in the olive oil. Don't be shy on the olive oil, okay? Because you gotta remember, you're gonna have a lot of pasta. So the more olive oil, the better, all right? Probably about, I would say, almost, when you're doing in a 4-cup container, you almost to a full cup, okay? And then the final ingredient would be the sun-dried tomato Kraft salad dressing. It doesn't have to be Kraft. You could use any kind of dressing, sun-dried tomato. Put it in there like so. Okay. Bring it almost to 2 cups, guys. Okay. All right. That's what I do in there. And then what I do, I whisk it. Okay. We whisk it and we blend all the flavors together. All right. Just like so. Oh, that smell is just wonderful. And people would say, well, that looks like a pesto. No, it's not a pesto. It's a different style of a flavor. It's not a pesto. Pesto has its own flavor. But this is like a nice little dressing. As you can tell, the nice chunks of garlic in there, right? And keep stirring it until it's done. Okay, so this is how you make the salad dressing. So we're gonna check on the pasta here in a minute. After stirring and whisking your salad dressing, put it in the fridge. It needs to chill. Hey guys, we're gonna put in 2 packages of large size shells pasta. Okay, it doesn't have to be this specific brand, just the large shells. The water is boiling. We're gonna put it into the water here in a minute. I'll show you. Now that the water is boiling, guys, take the lid off. Okay, bring your temperature down to medium heat, obviously. All right, and put in your pasta. Have your pasta ready for this, all right? One bag. Oops. And the second bag, guys. All right. Stir it into the water. And you notice I turned down the heat, okay? So it's not constantly boiling, sorry. All right, and then cover it up with the lid. Like so, okay? And leave it alone. Okay, guys, and the next thing you guys are gonna need to prepare your salad in is you're gonna need one of these big mixing bowls, okay? A cutting board and a knife, obviously. And then you have all your vegetables, okay, to cut for the salad. So I'll do all the vegetables cutting and I will be right back. Okay guys, I got the half a red onion in the dish and I have half of the peppers. And now I'm doing my tomatoes. Now the tomatoes have to look like this, guys, okay? When you cut them. Don't cut them in really too small pieces, but don't cut them in too big of pieces either. So this gives you an idea. Probably the size of my end of my thumb kind of thing, you know what I mean? So that's how you judge it. I'll show you with them when it's finally done. There you go, guys. This is what it looks like. The tomatoes, the bell peppers, and the red onion in there. So you gotta wait till the salad, till the pasta gets soft and boiled and cool before you actually put it in here. So we're gonna do the next step. I'm gonna make the vegetables for the sauce. So earlier you guys seen me dice up the garlic for the sauce. Now you gotta use a half of a big onion and the rest of these bell peppers for the sauce, okay guys? So this is what I'll do. I'll chop them up and I'll show you what comes next. Now that the pasta's done, guys, strain the water. And I use the strainer upside down, as you can tell. It's strained. And what I do is usually I just set it in the sink, guys, so it can cool down, just like so. Pasta's ready. So now we gotta wait till it cools down. Okay guys, these are the vegetables for your pasta sauce. You got your onions, you have your garlic, and you have your bell peppers, okay? So now we're gonna go over to the oven and put the sauce in. Hey guys, we're here at the pot. Get a medium-sized pot, okay? And we're cooking it on medium heat, okay? Don't cook it on high. It's the secret of it is it just has better when you go for the juices and the flavors. It takes time to create creativity at its finest if you cook it slower. All right, you can use any kind of tomato sauce. I'm just using this one. This is not no specific brand. We just use this one, or make your own. 99% of the time I make my own, but today I don't have the time, so we're using one of these. Dump the whole can in. All right. Make sure you get all the ingredients out. And cover it up and let it simmer for a little bit, and then we'll put the vegetables in afterwards, okay? I'll see you in a few minutes. After the sauce comes to a boil, the first vegetables that I put in is the garlic and the onions into the sauce, so it can do its, get those flavors going inside the sauce. Give it a stir, like so, and then cover it up with the lid. Okay guys, the next thing I do is I add my own ingredients to it, like spices. So I add a little bit of fancy paprika to give it some flavor, not too much. A little bit of black pepper, not too much. And it wouldn't be an Italian dish if you didn't put in a little bit of oregano in there. So you gotta put a little bit of oregano. If you have fresh oregano, that works even better. And my favorite dish, spice, is vegeta. I use this instead of salt. Just put that in there. Give it a stir. Okay. Stir it very vigorously until it gets blended in. And throw the lid on. Now that the sauce became to a boil, just add in your peppers at the last minute and stir them in. Turn down the heat and let it simmer. Only simmer, guys. You don't want those peppers to become soggy. All right, we'll see you in a few minutes. Okay guys, now that this is simmered up, we take it off the burner, set it off to the side, let it cool. Now we're going to heat up the frying pan for the meatballs. Now if you're wondering what I have inside the frying pan itself, it's just olive oil, the extra virgin olive oil. Let's bring it up to heat. We do it on medium heat, guys. I'll show you what comes next. Now that the oil has been heated up, guys, I grab my meatballs, and that will be another vlog, on how to make Italian style meatballs, not this one. And we place this into the oil. Watch you don't splash yourself and it gets hot. All right. Use a set of tongs. After I put it in, I'll be right back. And there you have it, guys. The meatballs are in the pan. Cover it up with a lid and just let them simmer in that olive oil. Make sure you don't walk away too far because you don't want them burnt. You just want them nice and golden. There you go, guys. I just checked on the meatballs and just rotated them. You see how golden they are getting there? Try to get them at that color. Don't try to get it any more, and just cook them at a slow temperature and throw the lid back on and walk away for a few more minutes and then check on it again. Hey guys, now that the meatballs are frying in the olive oil, the pasta has cooled down to about room temperature, which is good. Now I'm gonna add in my dressing into the pasta, guys. Okay, so we're gonna add it like this. All right, and just add it in. Don't put it all in. Put it in a little bit and then toss it, because you don't want it to be soggy. You just want it to be dressing, so it's covering the pasta, guys, okay? And you toss it. After I finish tossing, I'll be right back. And I just added the remainder of the Italian dressing into the pasta, excuse me, and I had Jacob sample it, and what did Jacob say? It
was phenomenal.
There we go. Now we're gonna add in the vegetables into the salad. All right? Add it in like so. All right? Toss it, and I'll be right back and I'll show you what the salad looks like when it's been tossed. Now that the salad has been tossed, look how colorful it is, guys. So now we're gonna just put some saran wrap or cellophane over the top, and we're gonna refrigerate it for however long it takes to the meatballs and the pasta is done. We are transferring it into a Tupperware container. There's be more room in the fridge if we do that. Look how nice it looks, guys. After we transfer it into a Tupperware container, we're gonna switch it, put it in the refrigerator so it can chill. There you go, guys. This is what the meatballs look like after you've been frying them in the olive oil. They smell divine. So I put them on a drip tray, guys, so they can drip dry from the oil itself, because you don't want them greasy, okay? And then I'll show you exactly what happens next. Now leave it on this drip tray, guys, so the oils can sort of drip down into the sides, and so they're not greasy, and then I'll show you what the next step is. Okay, guys, now that all the juices have dripped off these meatballs, you transfer them into this little Tupperware container, and I'll show you what I do after they're all transferred in here. Okay, so now that you got one layer in, you take your sauce and you just drizzle like that across the top of them. Okay. Don't want to put too much. Okay. So it's almost like you're making a lasagna, guys, but realistically you're not. And you take some cheese. And spread out the cheese, Italian cheese, just so they have the provolone and the parmesan and whatever else you got going on there. All right. And then you put the second layer. I'll show you what happens after the second layer. All right, guys, preheat your oven to 350 degrees. While that's preheating, this is what it looks like before you put it in your oven. It's like a meatball casserole with your tomato sauce and your cheeses, and that's just gonna blend in all nicely after you cook it for about 30 minutes. All right, guys, I'll show you when it comes out of the oven. And this is what it looks like, guys, when it's done. I leave it in the oven for a little bit until it cools down. And here we have our finished product, guys. Have a look at that plate there, guys. Doesn't that look delicious? Italian meatballs with Italian pasta salad in a vinaigrette. Let's see what Jacob thinks of it. Well, Jacob's going to be my guy that's going to sample the food. I want to see his facial expressions.
It's really good. It's phenomenal. I like the way all the flavors of the like dressing got on it and inside it. Perfect. Phenomenal. Love the meatballs, which I'm very excited about. Oh, wow. All the different flavors, including the cheese and the peppers in the sauce, it's really good. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
There you have it, guys. Another fun dish of Elvis here from yous. Hope you enjoyed the view. Keep commenting, like, and subscribe for more videos just like this. Don't forget, hit that notification bell. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye for now.